Welcome back to my dark corner of this sick world.
I wouldn't believe anything that weirdo tells me.
Spider-Man Strikes Back was originally a two-part episode of the Amazing Spider-Man TV series that was edited into a feature for foreign release.
You really know a lot about these things.
We reviewed the first Spidey film that introduced Nicholas Hammond's web-slinger 3 years ago.
I can't believe it's been that long.
To coincide with whatever reboot was passing through at the time. And as with that, it's important to keep in mind that this was made on a TV budget when you judge things like the lying perfectly still on a green screen effect, reuse of footage from the first film, and the fact that an international arms dealer has more bikini girls than henchmen. Meaning that Spider-Man has to fight the same two guys 4 times. But the story is the real problem.
I am sorry, sir, but you were wrong.
Initially, the plot revolves around a group of activist students, including Peter's doppelganger.
We don't need him. I can do everything he can.
Who, to prove that plutonium is dangerous, steal some
There she is.
and build a mini Death Star in their apartment.
Well, that's a bomb. Forget the bomb. She's got radiation poisoning. She could die.
That was predictable.
We're going to give it back.
Oh, well, that's all right then.
You punk geniuses. I hope you have room on your consciences for all the lives that may be lost.
If you're wondering what happens to the punk geniuses and their radiation-stricken third member, I have no information. The film forgets about them completely, to focus on more serious things.
Will it work?
What sort of an arms dealer gets hold of weapons by stealing homemade bombs from student apartments?
They're turning this thing into a joke.
Come to think of it, what sort of arms dealer doesn't arm his 2 henchmen? Look out! He's reaching for his nunchucks.
Oh, I don't like any of this.
Peter and fellow reporter Gale are pursued by the bad guys and barely escape.
Take us to the Hamilton. You can spend the night in my hotel suite. They'll never think of looking for you there.
Hard not to see that as a veiled insult. We arrived together, they chased us away together, but they'll never think to look for you in my room because I'm obviously out of your league.
Are you Spider-Man?
It's about time somebody asked.
Do I look like the kind of guy that could run up and down the side of a building?
No. I don't know what got into me.
Wow, she really has a low opinion of you. But having put her off the scent, he now drops a hint as big as All Outdoors.
It's a lot closer to you than you'd ever expect.
But then again, why does he need to keep his identity secret?
I think Spider-Man does a lot of good, but if people knew who he was, well, it just wouldn't be the same thing.
What?
Think about it for a minute. He has to lie to everybody.
She doesn't pick up on any of this. These are lousy reporters. They discover the bomb is in LA and hurry there with thousands of lives at stake.
$2 for a glass of orange juice?
And for service with a smile.
I'd say that this thorough search of the hotel pool was an excuse to get Gale into a swimsuit, but the film's not that subtle. Later on, when she's kidnapped...
Why do I have to dress this way?
Reasonable question.
One, because I like women in bikinis.
What I love about that line is that that's obviously a bad guy thing to say, but that's the filmmaker's reason as well. They're essentially acknowledging their own leeriness.
The public will eat it up.
But the biggest question is, why? The bad guy has completely Dr. Evil'd the ransom.
$1 billion in gold. Not 1 million, 1 billion.
Not happening, so what, you're gonna blow up the city?
I don't want to do it either. But I will if they force me.
Then what? You still won't have the money and you don't have another bomb. You only got this one on the random chance that a group of students would try to make their point in the dumbest way imaginable.
We have to build a bomb.
It occurs to me, I haven't talked that much about Spider-Man.
Must be missing something.
He's not in it that much, because believable web-slinging comes at a price. So rather than swinging between buildings, we get him jumping over waist-high obstacles whilst measuring an invisible fish that was this big. Or if he's really in a hurry, hailing a cab.
Taxi!
Subscribe to our channel here. Spider-Man doesn't get much of a look in here, but do we really miss him? What other heroes are strangely absent from their own movies, and do you really care? Tell us your thoughts in the comments below.
Don't worry, I'll be back, so please just wait here, okay?